Hello friends, I am Saket Bansal and today we are discussing two terms of schedule compression, trashing and fast tracking. So let us look at one schedule network diagram and see how we can compress the schedule. Whenever we talk about schedule compression, it is a compressing the schedule duration without changing the scope. Now, for example, this is our network diagram which has an activity, first activity taking 2 days, second activity taking 10 days, and then we have an activity which is taking 7 days, and then the end activity, there is a closing activity which is taking 1 day, and then here we are closing. Somewhere we are starting here. And then we have another part which is taking 5 days. So if you look at this particular schedule network diagram, what is our critical path? Critical path is the longest path. So it is like 2 plus 10, 12, 12 plus 7, 19, 19 plus 1, 20. So in our case, the critical path is, this particular path is 20 days. And this particular path is 2 plus 5, 7 plus 8, 8 days. Now for example, your manager come and says that he needs this particular project in 15 days or less than 15 days. You need to identify a way by which you can reduce the duration of this schedule by, say, less than 15 days. He says that I only can give you a maximum 15 days, so give me a schedule which is less than 15 days. Now, if you want to apply a fast tracking, so first we are applying a fast tracking, and in fast tracking, we overlook the dependencies. We say that this dependency, can we compromise this? Can we do the activity number 7, the activity which is taking 7 days, say give it a number C, before we can we okay, so let us look at fast tracking. In a fast tracking, we try to overlook the dependencies. We try to identify, can we start this activity 7 before we finish this 10 days activity? Can we bring this activity somewhere here? We says that this activity should be moved and dependency needs to be changed like this, and this path get deleted. So from 10 you directly goes there. If you do that, you get 3 paths. The path 1 is reduced by 7 days, it is coming 13 days now. And this particular path is 9 days, and then the previous path remains as 8 days. So your project duration is 13 days now. This is fast tracking, where you played with the dependencies. Now when you are playing with the dependencies, you are running a risk of rework, because this activity was ideally supposed to be done only when this particular activity is finished, because there were dependencies. That is why we made this schedule like this. There were now when we are overlooking it, we are running a risk of rework. Now let us take an example of crashing, a different way of compressing the schedule. In case of crashing, we don't overlook the dependencies. Let us take the same example, 2, 10, 7, 1, and we have 5 going here, and then we are finishing it here. Now, in case of crashing, we put more number of resources to the activities which are on critical path. For example, if we double the number of people who are working on this particular activity, can we do it in 5 days? If we can do it, then we can reduce this critical path to 15 days, because this activity will take 5 days now at the place of 10 days. So crashing involves putting more and more people. Now when we are doing crashing, it is expensive because you are paying overtime or you are hiring more people for these particular activities. You should not be assuming that I have people who are sitting somewhere, so I just put them and it will not charge money. You assume that your project has been well resourced, so it will cost you more money. It also increases the risk, because there is a saying that adding people to a late project make it later. So since in a knowledge industry, lot of time goes in a communication. So if we add more people, there may be a confusion related to a communication. But as far as technique is concerned, crashing is where we put more people, and in fast tracking where we overlook dependencies. Thank you.